It is my honor to request all the dignitaries to come on the dais and occupy the distinguished chairs. With great honor, I would like to invite Professor K. Uma Maheshwar Rao, Director of NIT Rourkela, on the dais. Your presence is most graciously appreciated. I cordially invite Professor Shantanu Parya, Shri Dean, to occupy his honorable chair on the dais. Now, I would like to invite the chairman and convener of EAMSEST-2022, Professor Shantanu Sahare, to please come on the dais. I humbly invite co-convener of EAMSEST-2022, Dr. Suchandan Kayal, to please come on the dais and occupy his chair. Now, I cordially invite the coordinator of this short-term training program, Dr. Ranjit Mehtari, to please come on the dais. I request my fellow scholars to welcome the guests with a bouquet. Now, I would like to call Nupur and Prashadini Di to sing the welcome song.
गजवदना गणनाथ प्रभु गजवदना गणनाथ प्रभु संकटे हरिण भवभय हरिण संकटे हरिण भवभय हरिण वेद विधायक मोदक हस्ता वेद विधायक मोदक हस्ता विद्यादायक हे मम बंधु गजवदना गणनाथ प्रभु प्रभु सिद्धि विनायक हे गुणधाम सिद्धि विनायक हे गुणधाम विघ्न विनाशक हे रुंभा विघ्न विनाशक हे रुंभा
मंगल रूप पावन नाम मंगल रूप पावन नाम लंबोदर जय दीन दयाला लंबोदर जय दीन दयाला
गजवदना गणनाथ प्रभु गजवदना गणनाथ प्रभु प्रभु चिन्मय रूप विश्वधारा चिन्मय रूप विश्वधारा पंकज लोचन हे गणनाथा पंकज लोचन हे गणनाथा
शंभु कुमार गौरी तनया शंभु कुमार गौरी तनया गुणगण निलय पालय मम गुणगण निलय पालय मम
गजवदन गणनाथ प्रभु संकटे हरण भवभय हरण वेद विधायक मोदक हस्ता विद्यादायक हे मम बंधु गजवदन गणनाथ प्रभु गजवदन गणनाथ प्रभु गजवदन गणनाथ प्रभु प्रभु.
Thank you. I am Avilas and I want to invite our chairman and convener of EAMSEST-2022, Professor Santanu Sare, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to all of you. It is our great privilege that we are organizing the inaugural function on the birthday of our great poet, Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore. I would like to convey a very hearty welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, guest invitees and honorable chief guest, and guest of honor who are present at our event for gracing the function and sharing with this august audience. It is my privilege to inform all concerned that our Department of Mathematics is organizing a short-term training workshop program entitled Emerging Application of Mathematics and Statistics in Engineering, Science and Technology. In short, it is named as EAMSEST-2022 from May 9 to 2022 to May 15 to 2022 in the celebration of the Diamond Jubilee year for our institute, NIT Rourkela. We are honored this morning by the presence of the Honorable Chief Guest Professor Sudhakar Panda, Director of National Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhubaneswar. We thank you for kindly being the Chief Guest for this August program. We are also thankful to distinguished Professor Robi P. Agrawal of Texas A&M University, Kingsville, USA. Also thankful to our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor K. Maheshwar Rao, for his kind presence in this morning. You are also thankful to have distinguished speakers and other dignitaries from different reputed institutes and universities of our country. We would also like to welcome Dean Sri Sir Professor Shantanu Poria of NIT Rourkela, who came to this inaugural function. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to all staff and faculties of NIT Rourkela for their kind cooperation. Special thanks should be mentioned to our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor K. Maheshwar Rao, for his kind patronization. I would also like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to every concerned person for their direct and indirect involvement and the willingness they have expressed for the success of this program. As you know, India is celebrating 75 years of its independence as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The celebration started with the launch of Dandi Jatra by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on 12 March 2021. And all Indian ministries, department, organizations are planning different activities for celebrating 75 long week of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We feel proud that our Department of Mathematics is able to actively participate in this celebration. The main aim of the workshop program is to promote, encourage, and discuss the latest developments and research in the field of mathematics and statistics and their applications in different fields of engineering, science, and technology. A special emphasis will be on the applications of mathematical science and statistics. The program consists of a keynote lecture by eminent mathematician Professor Robi P. Agrawal and 25 invited lectures by distinguished prominent professors from different IITs, ISI Kolkata, central universities, and institute of repute all over the country. It is not out of place to mention that one special technical session will be held on MapleSoft software by global multinational software development company Binary Semantics of Gurgaon. We are extremely thankful to all the invited speakers who accepted our invitation and agreed to share their innovative ideas on the most recent developments in mathematics and statistics in engineering, science and technology. In addition to this, we have received overwhelming responses from the participants throughout the country. We hope the participants will be highly benefited from fruitful, stimulating and brainstorming sessions at the workshop sessions, and hope they will be greatly enjoyed and highly benefited from this workshop program. Thank you to all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your insightful thoughts are greatly appreciated. Now, let us begin the event by performing our traditional lamp lighting ceremony in honor of Goddess Ma Saraswati, the embodiment of wisdom. It gives me tremendous pleasure and honor to invite all the dignitaries of the dais for lighting the lamp.
ॐ दीपं ज्योति परं ज्योति दीपं ज्योति जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं दीपज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं करतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः द्वेषबुद्धिविनाशाय आत्मज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते आत्मज्योति प्रदीप्ताय गुरुज्योति नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to unveil the book of abstracts of the short-term program workshop. It is my privilege to welcome our esteemed director, Professor K. Uma Maheshwar Rao, to share some of his valuable words of encouragement with us. Sir, please.
Honorable Chief Guest of the morning, Professor Sudhakar Panda, Director, National Institute of Science Education and Research, Bhubaneswar, under the Department of Atomic Energy, Government of India, and Guest of Honor, Professor Ravi P. Agarwal, Professor, Department of Mathematics, A&M University, USA, and the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and research scholars of the department, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to be present here today, this morning, for the inaugural session of short-term training program on the emerging applications of mathematics and statistics in engineering, science, and technology. Maybe statistics is a part of mathematics, is what I very roughly been presuming. Maybe I'm correct or I'm not correct, because I'm sitting in midst of the mathematicians, and so maybe I have to correct myself that statistics has its own entity outside mathematics. And I would say that the mathematics in a broader sense, which includes statistics also, let me go by my school of thought, is the foundation for any engineering and thereafter the applications through technology. So now it has been there since the beginning. Science evolved into engineering, and engineering evolved into the applications through the technology. And it gives me immense pleasure to be present here, right, which is again trying to say the advances in statistics and their applications. We all know that just now, today morning, few minutes back, there was another short-term course, 5-day short-term course on the 6G, wireless communication, 6G, and then the applications. Somewhere it is all connected, right? All these mathematics or all these things are converging into the new areas where we are going to have the advantages of their applications in manifold. As of now, I'm using only the 4G wireless communication in my mobile. Hardly even that is struggling to get the connectivity. But then it's beyond my imagination to think what will be the life when it is 6G all over. But industry is already in a 4.0 revolution, right? Let me not go back to the industrial first revolution and then 2, 3, 4. Now we are into the thick of the 4 revolution, where again, science and then engineering are converged, and there are no boundaries, clear-cut boundaries. Now, including to the fact that medicine is also converging into a broader field. So now, all that clear silos within which we were working all these years have dissolved. Right? So now it's all the knowledge, the science again disseminating into engineering, into technology, into medicine, into pharmacy, into biotechnology. Right. So there is absolutely no, it's all seamless. There is no seam, there is no boundary. And then now, once again, to the extent that we are having a inaugural session in a offline and online mode. Right? So that itself speaks about the era in which we are, the digital era, where this the communication systems are going to really play, where your statistics, because we are going to generate humongous data. Humongous data means humongous data, and then again we may see that the statistics will play a greater role, because all these days we were really comfortable with arithmetic mean, median, mode, and all that. Well, now the data has become in millions of the data, and then the big data analysis, I think that is going to really equip the common man, equip the people to understand science. Mathematics is not able to really set the sound system here since this morning. So this is one area maybe mathematics is not able to penetrate very strong. So somewhere there top, you just tell them that the communication here, it should be uninterrupted. So now, what I mean to say is that the statistics may really have a more accurate prediction of how things are going to be when you have a large data, and then when you are going to really analyze this particular data, and then maybe our lives are going to have much better comforts with the applications of the statistics in various forms in the advanced technologies. And I think how many days? This is around 7 days. Week-long training program. It's I don't say it's a short term, it's a training program. In a digital era, 7 days is not a short term at all. Okay, so now all those who are online and offline, right, make use of the better facilities and then the lectures. I was just going through the list of the eminent speakers from various institutions across the globe. Okay, so make use of this one, because you have a greater role to play to make the life really look different. When you have a data, right, that data is speaking something, and every single data point has a unique identity. And please correct me if I'm correct or wrong, because in an arithmetic mean, what happens is that there are some specific values which on their own correct. But then when you really take an average of that one, that becomes insignificant. I'll just take the example of my school days, where there used to be a standard example of, assume in your class there is a boy of 6 feet and there is a boy of 4 feet, and then you take the average of that one. The 6 boy is going away, and then 4 feet boy is also going away. So it's only the average which is really coming into the picture. But I wish that someday statistics are trying to give importance to every single data point. I mean, the 6 feet tall boy to 4 feet tall boy or a girl, right? Every data point is speaking their character, their identity, which has a unique place in the analysis and an investigation. And with these few words, I once again welcome all of you to this 7-day long short-term course, and then maybe at the end of this one, the applications of statistics will really help the engineers and the technologists in a greater way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for taking the time to share your wisdom with us. Now, I request Professor Santanu Sahare to introduce our chief guest, Professor Sudhakar Panda.
Professor Dr. Sudhakar Panda is currently Director of National Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhubaneswar, which is an autonomous research institute under Ministry of Department of Atomic Energy, Government of India. Professor Sudhakar Panda was born in Balasore district of Odisha on 23rd February 1959. He did his BSc degree from Utkal University at Bhubaneswar in the year 1980 and completed his MSc in Physics in the year 1982 from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. He obtained the PhD in the research area of high energy physics from Institute of Physics from Utkal University, Bhubaneswar in the year 1988. Soon after completing his PhD, Professor Panda joined at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai as postdoctoral fellow from November 1988 to October 1990. He also carried out research work as a postdoctoral fellow in abroad, that is to say in International Center for Theoretical Physics, Italy, from November 1990 to October 1992, and in University of Groningen, the Netherlands, from November 1992 to July 1993. His main research interests are quantum field theory, string theory, and string cosmology. Professor Panda has published more than 85 original research papers in reputed national and international journals. He also delivered many lecture series and seminars in different places in India and abroad. Professor Panda was bestowed with many academic recognitions like regular associate member at ICTP, Italy, elected as Fellow National Academy of Science, India in the year 2010, recipient of Erskine Fellowship from University of Canterbury, New Zealand in the year 2011, visiting associate member of University of Groningen, Netherlands 1997 to 2011, Fellow of National Academy of Science India, Allahabad, elected as Fellow of Indian National Science Academy, New Delhi in the year 2014, and Fellows of Indian Academy of Science, Bangalore 2016. He is also the member of the Governing Council of Department of Higher Education, Government of Odisha, member of Board of Governors of ISAR Berampur, member of Board of Governors Higher Institute of Nuclear Physics, Kolkata, and member of Council of Management at Bhumi Bhabha National Institute, Mumbai. Professor Panda recently awarded with most prestigious J.C. Bose National Fellowship for the year 2017. Professor Panda also visited many places in the abroad as visiting scientists like MIT, USA in the year 1996, Max Planck Institute, Germany in the year 1997, Italy, ICTP, Italy in the year 2000, and Harvard University in the year 2005. With this brief introduction, it is my great pleasure to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Sudhakar Panda, to address the audience.